Hi guys, welcome back to Dialogue, the dialogue on analog music reproduction. In this episode, we're going to take a look at a tweak, a very important tweak. Actually, I thought that it was supposed to have no impact. Instead, it did. Oh boy, if it did. Let's take a look. Okay guys, today I want to share with you a recent tweak I did to my turntable. As you have already seen from the title, you know what I'm talking about. One of the biggest issues related to a correct and quality high-fidelity playback of our turntables, of our records. What am I talking about? What is the main issue? One of the main issues are vibrations. As you know, you just have to touch the turntable, even worse the tone arm, even worse the cartridge, and obviously that microphonic vibrations are gonna translate in sound coming from your speakers. Yes, it is one of the most important aspects to take care of. As you know, I highly recommend already to, as you know here, have dedicated, if possible, dedicated hi-fi furniture, like a hi-fi rack, which is already isolated. If you have seen my videos, especially the one on my tour of my gear, here's a link, you know that I have spikes instead of the normal feet, for example, of this setup I have from Guizhou. This is all walnut, and it's very dampening. I mean, it really reduces vibrations on all the gear on the various shelves of this rack. Very, very cool. It doesn't have any type of screws or other metal parts. It's all made of wood, which is fixated and built one on top inside another. Very, very neat. Very, very cool. Apart from that, though, you have to apply other types of solutions in order to decrease those vibrations. Why is it so important? Apart having parasite noises, if you have a very, very precise tracking, because that's all going there, if the tracking is nice and calm, it doesn't have external vibrations, you're going to pick up that finesse that you're looking for, actually, that resolution, as I always say, in the transients, for example, no? The detail of the timbre of those instruments, how they attack and decay. That detail makes music alive. So all these little considerations and tweaks greatly help. I know a lot of you do not believe in any type of suspension, but in the end, I did. I tried for almost 2 months now having what? A nice big chunk of wood beneath this. What did I get? Ooh la 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 la! I got the isoacoustics delos. This big behemoth weighs an incredible number of kilos. Whoa, baby. I don't remember now. I'll write them here. Around 15 or 18, I think. In any case, it weighs a lot. This is solid walnut. You're already thinking, okay, I can put just a big hunk of wood underneath my turntable, which is already going to be beneficial. Yes. But what is the cool factor here in this big guy? Obviously, the isoacoustics feet. Oh, yes. Which are the ones like the Gaia isoacoustics that are underneath my loudspeakers that I highly recommend. I recommend that almost as one of the best tweaks you can do to your loudspeakers. Here's a link if you haven't seen that video. Plus, I want to highlight how important are vibrations, also linking you to another video, one of my first videos actually, on vibrations in general. So take a look also at that link if you haven't seen that video. So, in the beginning, if you look at my videos with attention, you will see that I got the delos with 4 feet. After putting that, the change was so amazing, so clearly noticeable, that I said, okay, let's do the extra expense and let's get this one, because it is so expensive. I mean, it's crazy. I know. It is insane. I must admit, they're a little too expensive for me. But there are benefits. okay? There are benefits. It's not BS. It's not snake oil. It does happen. I mean, when I put the 4 feet and actually upgrading to this, I didn't feel that much difference. So already with the 4 feet, which obviously is a smaller, and it can take less weight, so remember that. Already with that, I had the best change. I mean, passing from that to this, the 6 feet one, not that much, absolutely. So the 4 feet is already perfect. I will write down here now the prices, and below I'll put some links. Try, if you can, it does make a difference. Not only because of huge weight, which adds mass to the whole thing, but obviously the feet, the incredible feet, do absorb and dampen any kind of vibration of the room coming from the loudspeaker itself, because obviously when you're listening to your music at a high volume, that's going to create micro vibrations, unfortunately. This guy will help you. Oh yes, baby. Okay, now let me put this back down. Okay. So now, just to finish off, let's do a little test here. I recorded the prelude of this very famous recordings. Actually, this is a recent reissue, very, very good, of the unaccompanied cello by Starker. I think it's amazingly good. And I'm going to use just the first and very popular track. I'm going to put 2 tracks, obviously. One is with the delos and one is without the delos. You try and guess which one is which, if there are any differences. I heard back now with my headphones, the 2 tracks, the 2 files. I didn't notice that much of change actually through the headphones. I'm only doing an ambience recording, so maybe it's not the optimum solution. Nevertheless, I did want to do this little test for you. But apart from the test, trust me, I mean, I do felt a huge difference in the reproduction. Well, huge, let's say, out of 1 out of 10. The increase, the impact was, I would say, a fat 7. Yes, because it did open up. Everything opened up. It was much more into focus. I don't know, it's just better, obviously better, more faithful to the truth. Okay, so let's take the test. Okay, guys, which is which? Track 1, track 2, with or without delos? Who knows? I'm going to tell you right now, so if you haven't listened to all the tracks, press pause. Done? Ready? Okay. The first track was with the delos, and the second track was without the delos. Okay, so now, get your keyboard and start writing your comments and let me know if you heard anything, what you think about this type of solution. If you have other just as good solutions, I mean, you don't have to get the delos. I mean, I love isoacoustics feet, the isolation feet, the Gaia ones are just amazing. But I'm sure out there's much more just as good. So please give us some solutions, some suggestions in that sense. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And remember, music is born analog. Well, guys, if you're enjoying my videos and you're enjoying my channel, please consider to subscribe by clicking the black and white logo here below. Also, don't forget to click the notification bell so you'll never miss an episode and you will become a true member of the analog community.